Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make.
Oh, mamma mia. Apparently, people need me to come in and be the voice of reason yet again. There has been so much delusion and bullshit over the past couple days. So, first of all, to the Democrats that are cheering and celebrating, let me just be a cold shower on you right now. You did not win. And while you may think, well, okay, this wasn't the red tsunami, so therefore it's good for us, it's looking like, very likely, you Democrats, you lost the House. Very likely you lost the Senate. Florida is now deep red, whereas before it was purple. Ron DeSantis won that race so handily that he pretty much killed the idea that Florida is a swing state. Abbott crushed Beto O'Rourke. Stacey Abrams got her face smashed by Kemp. So, while you may be going out there saying, yes, the Republicans lost, you're in a dream world. You got smashed. And just to show that I'm fair, to the Republicans out there that are crying, we didn't have the big red tsunami. Fuck yourself. You're pathetic and you're embarrassing. You won. You won. Do you understand? Before November 8th, the Democrats had the House. The Democrats had the Senate. The Democrats had the White House. After November 8th, it is very, very likely that Republicans are going to take the House. It is very likely that Republicans are going to be 51 in the Senate. So, you've taken the Senate. That is not a loss. That is not a defeat. That is not a rebuke of Donald Trump. What that is, very clearly, is a win. Now, you wanted a red tsunami, you wanted a red tidal wave. It wasn't that. It wasn't that. I think Michigan was the hardest hit because Gretchen Whitmer somehow got reelected. That blows my mind. That woman is responsible for the death of elderly people due to her overwhelming incompetence during COVID. She was sending sick people into nursing homes. This woman should be brought up on charges and thrown in jail for the rest of her life. But somehow she got enough votes to get reelected. That blows my mind. And all three of the proposed amendments, they got yeses, which is disgusting. I mean, absolutely vile that these three things passed. But, that's disappointing that those passed. It's disappointing that somebody like Gretchen Whitmer was reelected as governor instead of thrown in jail. But overall, it was a win for the Republicans. So, we have Warnock and we have Walker. Now, very likely this is going to end up in a runoff election because neither one of them hit 50%. So we don't know what the result of that is going to be. Warnock could win, Walker could win. We just don't know. But the fact is that Walker did pretty darn well, all things considered. So let's take a look at Arizona. I'm using CNN. Right now, Republicans are at 49 Senate seats. Democrats are at 48. Right now, when it comes to the House, Republicans are at 206. Republicans are at 187. So, yeah, Republicans won. I don't understand. People thought this was going to be a red wave and it wasn't as bad as they thought, so now suddenly it's no big deal. Oh, here, Greg Abbott crushed Beto O'Rourke. How about that? I mean, so yes, you can see that in certain places, like Wisconsin, there was a defeat of Republicans, but honestly, it's just so ridiculous. It's ridiculous because Democrats are claiming that they won. That it wasn't bad. We won, and they got shellacked. Republicans are saying that they lost because it wasn't the big enough. Every state didn't vote Republican. It's like that was never going to happen. That was never on the table. What you have to understand is that there is a large contingent of this country that hold to irredeemable and evil ideals and goals and thoughts. These people are on the left. They are Democrats. They will never change. It doesn't matter how much suffering they bring on others. It doesn't matter how much damage they do to you and your 401k and your children's future, because they don't care about any of that. They are more concerned with their right, as they call it, to murder innocent babies in the womb. That's their number one goal. I have the right to have promiscuous sex, unregulated, and I can kill the result of that, which I know is going to be a result of that. I have the right to kill that up until the point of birth. You're not dealing with regular, sane people. You're dealing with a cult of zealous fanatics that believe that they can murder babies. And the babies that survive, they believe that they are perfectly able to sexualize those kids, mutilate those kids, chop them up in any different way because it reaffirms their feeling of self-worth and importance. So understand that you are never going to win everyone. And it doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter if the economy is bad. These people live in a bubble. So you won. Take the win. Stop pouting. Stop making excuse. Oh, we didn't. The reason why there wasn't a fanatical, huge red wave is because there are more Democrats in this country than Republicans. And that's not going to change for some time. You're making progress. We can see, like in Florida. But it's not going to happen all at once. You do not change somebody from a baby-killing, child-sexualizing freak, a fanatic, a Democrat, somebody who lives with hate in their heart every single day. You're not going to convert them from that to somebody who sees reason. You're just not. And I think that Elon Musk acquiring Twitter has shown you how utterly divorced from reality and petulant these people can be. Because, boy, oh boy, has that been another just absolutely amusing reveal into the minds of these people. Well, what I want to talk about before I end things is I want to I want to know what the results are. Lake versus Hobbs. This is another interesting one. Oh, come on. No. I'm not going to pay for shit. Yeah, fuck you, New York Times. I'm not paying for your garbage-ass website. Okay. So this right here. It says 66% of the votes in, which the fact that Arizona can't figure this shit out is embarrassing. But Kerry Lake is 0.6 behind Katie Hobbs. I don't know if there's a margin to overcome this, but this idea that there's this huge Democrat support, or there's just this massive overflowing of support for Democrat ideas, it's bullshit. Look at how close this is. We're talking about 12,000 people. So if you're a Democrat, I realize that you're beyond reason, and if you're voting blue at this point, you have no heart, you have no soul, you have no brain. But you don't have any sort of mandate to do any of the disgusting, depraved, degenerate things that you're doing. You are barely, narrowly winning these elections. You are inching past. And so this does not mean that you get to jam through all of the bullshit, all of the garbage that you're thinking, that you're salivating at. Look at that. Look at close. Now, this is likely going to be the end result. I don't think that Kerry Lake is going to overcome this. I mean, there's definite shenanigans going on. Election fortification, fuck you, it's cheating. Now, unlike the 2020 presidential election, I don't think that it's enough cheating to maybe overcome the entirety of the election or to make it illegitimate, but there's definitely no faith in it anymore. Because you have an election like this, and what happens in Arizona? 25% of the polling locations have an issue with the tabulator. Oh, yeah, that's going to really inspire people and make them confident at the election. Anyway, I just wanted to be the cold water to wake up people from this obvious bullshit, because my God, there are people like Matt Walsh and others that are just crying over nothing and saying, this is all Trump's fault. We didn't have a red tsunami. It's like, you won. You fucking losers. You won. I know they won, and I'm calling them losers. Yes, because you're acting like losers. You're going to take the House. You're going to take the Senate. You didn't have those before. Now, use those to your advantage. I mean, my God, let Biden be the one that has to veto everything. Start putting bills forward, left, right, and center, trying to fix some of the problems. Have Joe Biden on the defensive for the next 2 years. He's vetoing everything. Have a bill go to his desk every single day trying to solve these problems, and have him be the one. And when he does, you get out there and put your pit bulls out there and start saying, look at this guy that eats applesauce and shits in his pants and can barely walk, to the bathroom without assistance from Secret Service. This guy is making your life worse. Gas prices are high because of him. Your 401k is taking a nosedive because of him. Inflation is high because of him. You go out on the attack. You do not stop. You won. Wasn't what you wanted. Instead of crying like some pretty princess, get your ass up and get to work. Simple as that. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like my content, consider giving me a subscribe, as I appear to be one of the last voices of reason left in the world. I don't know how this happened, but here it is. And I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.